Good day, ladies and gents. I'm Enasia Colón Sr., and this is the EC Show coming to you from sunny South Florida. On my left is Jacob Maxwell Friedman. The Jewish Dreidel is in the building. Jordan 2.0 is in the building, and this show is being produced by Jordan Crate from Jordan Crate Photography and the boys up in the booth, Jeremy Torres, here at the Performing Arts Center in Coral Springs. The show is sponsored by KD Power Greens, our urban farm microgreens company that I own with my kids. Make sure you visit kdpowergreens.com. The episode is powered by Ignite Social. Ashley Oliver's been doing an amazing job with all of our social media as usual. And you can get all of your brand new EC Respect merch at enasiacolon.com. ENASIACOLON.com. A lot of new stuff that's really coming out real soon. Very, very happy, very thankful, very appreciative. I just posted something on social media with everything that's going on and everything that we're doing and how appreciative we are, the messages that we get, the support that we get. It's absolutely immense, to be quite honest with you. Jake, how you doing, homie?
I'm all right. How are you?
Everything good?
Yeah.
I know there's certain things that we're going to get into in a little bit. I do have to go over our sponsors because we're appreciative of them, and we're very thankful that they're on board. They actually are giving us opportunities to be able to reach out to other people and sit there and say, you know, come on board with us, come on this ride with us, explore this journey with us. Mm-hmm. And it's working, to be quite honest with you, because in all actuality, our first sponsor, and shout out to them, Auto Nation, we appreciate you guys so much. Guys, if you guys are bored of your old car, looking for a new car, you want to get out of your old thing and get into a new one, look no further than Auto Nation with all of their dealerships all around the country. They've been more than happy to help you get into something brand new, something used, or even fix your old car. It doesn't matter. Whatever you're looking for, Auto Nation's got all of your needs covered. Visit your nearest Auto Nation dealership near you and tell them the boys from the EC Show sent you. And for our brand new sponsor, we would like to shout out Economic Electric Motors. Did I say that right? Did I get it right?
I believe so.
I did it blindly.
Yeah.
I did it blindly, so we want to give a shout out to them. And by far, for all of your HVAC needs, they got you covered. They have 7 locations here in South Florida. Shout out to Samantha and her husband, Phil. Any contractor looking for business, guys, make sure you go to eemotors.com. Give them a call. They'll take care of all of your HVAC needs. This is our brand new sponsor. Shout out to them. We appreciate that they just signed up today. I'm going to go over that a little bit, on the second end because I have to practice that one as well. I told her, I was like, listen, today's a test run.
The Auto Nation one was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing it long enough. Like, it's already there, you know what I mean? But no, I mean, we're happy. EJ's in Arizona. Shout out to Enasia. Today's her first game. We're wishing you nothing but the best. I sent her a message today. I was eating lunch with a bunch of friends of mine, and Lalo was there with me. Dumel and his son was there with me. Lalo said, made a little video. I was like, tell her what you want to say. And he's like, score a goal. Little Dumel says, score a goal, play good. Her coach says, play amazing. And I say, fuck all that, score a hat trick. Like, that's just the way I am. Like,
sure. Expectation.
It's the reality. I'm not going to be able to watch the game until after it's posted. But, we'll
are you the type of person that's going to look at the stats prior to watching the game? Yeah,
they have it. If they post it, I don't know necessarily, now that they're in a different conference, I don't necessarily know how they're going to do it. But majority of the time, the game is kind of like game played, like how baseball does it and all the other sports where you go on ESPN and you can kind of see
play-by-play.
Yeah, the play-by-play is kind of like on a thing, and you can tell it's a little bit behind and it says dumb shit or whatever.
So if the stats don't read well, are you going to watch the game?
I still watch the game regardless.
No matter what.
I watch her training sessions, kid. Like, you have no idea. Like, to the person that doesn't know, they see her play and they're like, oh, wow. And then when I'm criticizing or critiquing every little thing about, turn this way, do this better, make this pass better, make this run better. Like, that's just the way I am. I've always been that way. I'm not going to change, and I expect everything from her. But no, we want to wish her a great season. I did demand a hat trick. I told my wife I would cancel her flight if Enasia didn't score a hat trick. So
damn, that's pretty harsh.
I mean, obviously I'm joking, but it's a little, family stuff that we have going on. And EJ's having a great time, so EJ's like, he's like, Enasia, don't even score the hat trick.
He's partying at ASU.
He's chilling at ASU. He's having a great time out there, having fun.
That's lit.
With some people. But SummerSlam.
Yeah, let's talk wrestling because I just got priced out of Monday Night Raw tickets. Monday Night Raw. No, it's really not that bad.
And it's here, right?
It's coming in a couple weeks. I found tickets last night, club level tickets for like $100.
Okay.
which was decent. This morning, the cheapest ticket was like $180.
Okay.
It literally just went like a couple hours, just
So,
changed
wait,
price
so here's
like
the
that.
key question, and Enasia hit me with this, and tell me how you feel about this. So there was something, it was a flight. It was a flight that she wanted to take, and I wanted to buy it for her because it was like $90 one way.
Yeah.
But then we waited, and it ended up being like $190.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is why you don't wait. And her smart ass said, oh, so $100 is going to make us or break us?
I mean, if
so is $80 going to make you or break you?
But if it's her bread, she's gonna think differently.
Yeah, of course.
100%.
Yeah, of course. So
But no, it's not gonna make or break me. But I might decide to watch it on my couch rather than go there.
They're closer seats though than the ones.
No, they're not.
Oh.
Same seats. I've seen live events, and so like, I've been to WrestleMania, and so like the pay-per-views are real fun to watch.
No, of course.
The house shows, even though it's like Monday Night Raw and it's still like
It's
a
still
house
lit.
show. It's a good time, but there's a price point where it's not really worth going to the show.
So I have to ask you this question, because Wendy's been getting on me with the excessive amount of wrestling I have been watching lately. And to this day, it's an inside joke, but I still blame Jake for this, because Jake started this, right? Wendy thinks that I'm going to get to the point where I'm going to turn into you and go to an actual event. I'm like, no.
It's lit.
That's not my thing.
It's
I'm
a
not
good-ass
going.
time.
I have no problem sitting on my couch and watching it on YouTube or whatever it may be, or sharing a Peacock user and password with him.
Yeah.
By all means. But there's no chance you're catching me at that.
That's what you say until you're in the crowd and you got your one in the sky like this.
I mean, if I'm getting comped, if
sure.
if the members of the EC show
maybe
get comped,
maybe that's what it's going to take to get you there the first time.
Then I will do it.
We'll see.
But SummerSlam was dope. You and I have talked off camera about a lot of things that's going on and happening. And shout out to Roman Reigns, the original tribal chief. The pop that he got was 100% absolutely amazing.
Pretty cool.
It was ridiculous.
For sure.
I mean, everybody knew it was going to happen. Jordan 2.0 and I saw a video of a guy literally clapping and predicting that he was coming out to the T, like almost to the second. And then the guy walks out. But the pop that he got is just, it's next level.
It's so funny they were laying in the ring like perfectly, and you knew the music was going to hit like right then.
So shout out to Joey Bonetti, original EC show originator. He was going to be here tonight. Unfortunately, he had something that came up late. He was going to actually bring me, and I was going to surprise you. We talked about it. He was going to bring me a WWE championship belt that he has. And we were going to do a skit where he would raise the belt like he was Roman Reigns because he just had his first son out of 3 children. So he was going to reign it as a champion of that. You know what I'm saying? I was going to raise it as a champion of winning an argument over my wife for the first time in like 20-something years. But we needed to figure out what you were going to raise the championship to.
Have you come up with any ideas yet?
I mean, a few, but
Anything good?
Yeah, but I can't say it.
Gotcha.
You know why I can't say it on here. You know why I can't. I guess it would be like when the market starts to bounce back up, or like, of course it was, but I guess it would be something of that nature just to be funny. Because in all actuality, I'm telling you, this is true. This is really happening. Things that I'm doing outside of here is happening because of the stuff that we do here. So meaning like people are seeing the show, they're paying attention to the show. Our last episode was the most watched episode in EC show history. History. 41,000 people actually viewed it. Now, can I control where these 41,000 people are watching from? Absolutely not. But neither can anybody else that has a YouTube channel or whatever it may be. They can't control where their audience is watching. I can't neither. So I'm thankful, I'm appreciative, but I'm telling you, I'm getting messages, I'm getting DMs of just like random people that we know through people excited about, yo, you're killing it, keep crushing it. I applaud what you're doing, keep doing it, whatever. Sure. And we have to. We have to. But SummerSlam was dope. I was watching it. There was a lot of upsets. The first match for me was the best match of the night.
I don't even remember which one it was.
Well, you're out of your mind. Don't say that. Don't say that. Liv and Rhea, you don't remember the first match of the night?
That was a good one. Honestly, every segment was good. The show went 4 hours, and usually you watch 1 or 2, 3 matches, and you got to turn the thing off.
You're done.
This one was very predictable, which is usually not the best angle, but everything that every fan wanted happened.
So let me ask you a question. you and I both saw it, but when Rhea popped her shoulder back into place,
Yeah,
that was insane.
I think it was real. From what I'm reading, it was real.
That was insane.
Yeah.
Like nuts. Like she literally, like she tried to, and Jake and I spoke about it. She tried to pop it off of the table.
Yeah.
And that didn't work.
Yeah.
And then she pulled it, and then it went back. The crowd went absolutely nuts.
You know what your adrenaline level has to feel like to,
Through the
to
roof.
do
She was
something
feeling
like
pain
that?
the next day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she was on
Oh, yeah.
whatever. What's like? I mean, obviously it's not morphine they're giving her because that's ridiculous. But she was on probably like the highest meds that
sure.
she could be on because she was in pain.
Some sort of Percocets.
Yeah, absolutely. She had to be on something because the next day she felt it. Now, once the adrenaline dropped or whatever,
For sure.
you know what I mean?
As soon as the music stops, she probably feels the pain.
She felt like crap. The announcers are doing a good job of building up everything.
I always tell him that the announcers make the entire show.
Sometimes they ruin it.
They do, but like without the announcers, that show is absolutely nothing. Like,
Sometimes they ruin it. And then you know what? I think McIntyre has been calling out Cole because Cole becomes a mouthpiece to the audience. So if Cole doesn't like you, he's a mouthpiece to the audience, and most likely he can sway people to not like you. You know what I'm saying?
You saw Joe Tessitore.
Yeah, he's going to
sign
be.
with
Yeah, I did.
WWE?
For those that don't know, Joe Tessitore is going to end up doing WWD announcing. Pat has been doing a good job. What's the other guy's name that's on that cast with them?
Graves.
Graves.
Corey
He
Graves.
does a good job. But sometimes they try to do stuff where they try to drop hints to where they try to tell you something so you can catch on. Or the Terror Twins. That's
For
what
sure.
they're calling Rhea, and that's what they're calling Priest now. It's like, let it just come naturally.
For sure. I mean, like, basically when Roman was walking down the ramp, they were like, why, you heard him in the background, they were like, why is Roman here? And then one of the guys goes, is it to go get his belt back? And then Cole chimes in and he goes,
No, it's not Cole. It's Pat McAfee.
or it might have been Pat
Yeah.
chimed in. He's like, no, is it to get Solo?
Yeah.
And then he comes in the ring and he basically attacks Solo. So they build the story up before the wrestler actually.
But say what you said earlier, because and this is why I don't like talking off camera sometimes. Say what you said earlier about how big Roman is right now.
He's huge.
He's bigger than what?
He's bigger than the championship.
He's bigger than the championship. See? So, and in all actuality, that's why when Roman's promos right now at the present moment, because his promos back in the days were trash, and you know this 2.0, we talked about it. His suffering, succotash, and all that was terrible. But his promos right now, because they're so real of who he is as an individual, they come out dope.
This is the last thing about wrestling. You gotta combine the belts.
No, why is it gotta be the last thing about wrestling? There's so much more to talk about.
You gotta combine the belts together, put Cody back on Raw, and have Roman run his own show.
Cody's run is over. It's
Yeah,
finished.
but whoever's the champion needs to be on a separate show than Roman, because Roman's his own attraction.
So the thing is you and I have talked about this in the past, and I've said this, like, Cody finishing the story ended his reign, because it's like Cody not having the story finished is what kept him going. And right now, at the present moment, the only thing that Cody is really like got going on is when the crowd goes, "Whoa!" That's the only thing, because how many Cody cutters and how many crossroads is he gonna do? It's getting boring.
For sure.
It really, now mind you, he's a doll. Like, they love him. He's a baby face. He's great.
For sure.
But it's boring now. Like,
sure.
we're already on to the next one. The crowd has been chanting, "We wanted Roman" for how long?
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Now, for me, I think what they need to do is they need to keep Roman limited so that the crowd still wants that.
For sure.
It's almost like giving a addict a drug. Like, you know what I'm
sure.
saying? Like, you give them a little
Give
bit.
'em a small hit.
You give them a small hit, they get hooked, and you know what I mean? And they keep going or whatever it may be. But no, WrestleMania and everybody that's involved with it has been doing an absolute amazing job with that stuff. It's totally at another level. And it has to be, because now they're a publicly traded company. They're on a different stratosphere with TKO.
Can we talk about the commercial that my boss filmed?
If you want, you got to bring that up. How am I going to bring that
This
up?
guy shot a message into the group chat that I never showed you that basically said he got a lot of feedback over the weekend. The commercial's terrible. he appreciates his daughter like corralling everybody together, but we need to reshoot the fucking commercial. Yo, we spent hours, days, and weeks on this commercial. This guy's pulling people from their actual job to film a fucking commercial that came out so poorly that he told him not to share. So if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but we weren't supposed to share it. So
Share what?
the commercial.
Oh, so nobody was supposed to see it?
Correct.
Oh, okay. So Jake reaches out to me from time to time asking me, what equipment do you use, what this, what that, if these mics are good, and obviously it's for your boss.
Yeah.
Okay. So I give him feedback, and I do this because I'm not somebody to hoard information. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, like, if you need a plug, hey, I got you. Don't worry about it. You need a car, you go to AutoNation. You need HVAC, you go to Economic Electric Motors. You know, I've been trying to reach out to them forever.
I'm going to reach out next.
I've been trying my hardest to reach out to them forever. But no, there's different things that you reach out to or whatever. So I don't hoarder the plug. Like, I don't do that. If somebody needs a photo shoot, I'm going to tell them, hey, holler at Jordan Crate. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know that. Like, that's just the way I am when it comes to all this stuff. So Jake reaches out to me. We start talking, small talking. He's asking me about certain things. And then Jake shows me the damn commercial. And I'm like, dude, that's like, what?
We spent like a month on it. This thing was fucking horrible. Like, it couldn't get...
I can't say... I'm glad you're saying that. I can't say that.
It really couldn't get worse. But, like, as an employee, you couldn't really tell him that it was bad. So, like, we would go on our walk. Like, the engineers would go on their walk.
So you're okay with talking about it now because everybody told him it was bad?
No, we still haven't told him it's bad. He just told us that it was bad.
Oh, okay.
But we all thought
So you
that it was
haven't
bad
voiced your
from the
opinion
jump.
yet?
No, none of us are going to voice our opinion, bro. We fucking get our paychecks cut by the guy. You know, we all go on our walk, like our midday walk, and we're all talking shit about the commercial, and then we walk in, and he's like hyping up the commercial, and we have to like quickly change our perspective or our mindset on it, and it's tough, bro.
That's it. Yeah, I saw it, and the first thing I said, this is terrible. Like, this is so bad.
Yeah, it was just a commercial that somebody tried to shoot that has no business trying to shoot a commercial.
Right.
And when you have no experience doing something, you just think you're going to plug pieces together and get it to work. It's not going to happen like that.
So, shout out to Trav. Trav plays Back to Business on Twitch. You guys can go follow him, please. He is our official sponsor. We sponsor him. He's our gamer. He plays College Football 2025, EA College Football 2025 for us. Now, I've been watching some of the games that he's been playing. The games have been competitive. He's not full-fledged winning them all by 30. There's games where he takes an L. There's games where he loses by 1. There's games like that are really, really extremely competitive. So I got something in the works. We're working on it. It's not confirmed. But Trav will be playing a social media influencer here at the center. We're negotiating the date. It's going to happen here. It might happen before our show, and then that way we can talk about it on the show.
How big is this influencer?
Both of them have about 80, 90,000 followers or whatever it might be across certain platforms.
Nice.
One has the same amount on TikTok and on Instagram. Another one has the same amount on TikTok and Instagram. One of them, their Twitch stream is bigger than the other, but one of them is bigger than the other because the other one just started his Twitch stream.
Got to get Travis to bet him. That if he loses, he's
bet
got to
charity, because remember
wear the EC shirts if he loses.
Well, no, they support us. They already support us as is.
The other people?
Everybody. No. They already support us as is. That's the thing. It's always like that. It's always relationship-wise. It's always, transactional relationships. It's not just transaction like here, one time, one off, get the hell out of here. It's not like that. It's always us doing things with them and them doing things with us. But I just need to confirm the time and the date on when it's going to happen. Because what I want to do, and tell me what you guys think, Jordan, Craig, you can add on to this too if you want. I want to create like events. So you can play whoever you want on the stream, but when you play here, it turns into an actual show. Like, you know what I'm saying? We make it a spectacle.
It's like the Madden bus.
Yeah, in a sense.
Sponsored by EC.
In a sense, like the Madden bus sponsored by the EC show and Respect and all that type of stuff. But no, I mean, we got so much things that we got going on and so much things that we're working on. I was literally in meetings for like 2 hours yesterday, just discussing things that we got coming up. And like I said in the previous episode, sometimes EJ gets mad at me because I ask him to do things so far ahead. But I was using photos or mock-ups or descriptions that we did months ago that he was getting on me about in these meetings yesterday. So that's why we get it done. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
That's why you do it. That's why you prepare. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing people, they're asking me how we can collab and do something together. And I'm like, I have the perfect scenario for you. For those that don't know, Enasia and EJ's trademark belongs to them. So EC is officially theirs. So I can then remove that and add an actual someone else's logo to it to where the collab now shows both in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Just playing with it because they own it, So those are things that were brought up and they were discussed. You know what I mean? Oh, can you do this or can you? Yeah, absolutely, of course. We own it. Why can't we? You know what I mean? More than anything else. But I'm just so thankful and I'm just so appreciative. We got so much things that we're trying to do. And sometimes even Jordan Crate, I talk to him sometimes. It's like, oh, well, you should do this or you shouldn't do that. Or he throws his idea because I value the opinion.
What does he know?
A lot, dude. His drop, hands down, was one of our best sellers easily. And that was something that him and I discussed a year before it actually came out. Yes or no?
Yeah, it was quite a while.
Yeah, and in all actuality, there's a version of it where the whole thing is like that.
Me and Crate tried to shoot this weekend. He failed to tell me that
I was supposed to go with you. Don't say just you and him. It was supposed to be us three.
You were never going to really go.
Why you say that?
He was about to make a surprise appearance.
What?
He was going to make a surprise appearance.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, see, why?
I mean, I figured you just had clients. I asked you
Of course I have clients, but in all actuality, I would show up.
This guy failed to tell me that I couldn't buy ammo on the weekends.
I don't think he failed to tell you.
Well, you
I just
can.
think
It's
it
just
slipped
a little
up. Or ammo's too expensive at the place.
Yeah, ammo is way too expensive at
I went to Walmart.
range.
And they sell like 12 gauge and rifle ammo only. What a weird spot that place is crazy, bro. They have nothing else.
I haven't been at a shooting range in a very, very, very long time. Like, it's been a very, very, very long time, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
The Olympics have been good. China and the U.S. are kind of like this with the medals or whatever it may be. All of these people keep getting sick. They're swimming in that damn river. These people are nuts. Like, these people are out of their mind. I don't even know why they thought about doing this in the first place. Mind you, you spent $1.5 billion to clean it, but then you have protesters that are defecating in it because they don't want.
What's your favorite sport in the Olympics?
Synchronized swimming. Dude, I saw these girls. You can look it up. They were literally doing synchronized swimming to Michael Jackson. It was amazing. They moonwalked upside down in the water. I don't even know how they do that. I said it to my wife. I was like, babe, look at this. She was like, yes, that's the best part. I think she's right. These girls are literally upside down, like waggling like this in the water, and their feet are just moving all at the same pace. They don't miss a beat.
It's crazy.
I think synchronized swimming is my favorite sport. Also, I mean, the gymnast stuff is cool too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Simone Biles and all those girls. I like how they paid homage to the Brazilian girl that won. They bowed down, like, because the girl worked so hard and she finally got a gold medal. I have to give this shout out to Julian Alfred, who is the first St. Lucian Olympian, and it's a gold medal. She's the fastest woman in the world. She won the 100 meters. The reason why I'm giving the shout out is because that's where my wife is from. That's where she was born. So St. Lucia actually has their first medal in history, and it happens to be gold. And I do agree that they should rename the airport after her.
Did you see that the gold medal is not even made up of gold?
No.
96% silver. The cost of a gold medal is $950, the value.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
No, I mean, obviously, because they go the cheap route now. So it's like,
got LeBron trying super hard for a $900 medal. Unbelievable. God damn.
That's too funny. But guys, I got to do this one more time. Just a friendly reminder, our sponsor, AutoNation. If you're bored of your old car and looking for a new car, if your check engine light is coming on too much, make sure you look no further than AutoNation. With all of their dealerships that they have all around the country, they'll put you in a brand new car, a used car, or you can fix your old car as well. Go visit your nearest AutoNation dealership and tell them that the boys from the EC show sent you. I'm getting better at that one.
Yeah, you're almost memorized it by
almost
now.
memorizing to get to the point. But our brand new sponsor, woo! Put it up there like Ric Flair. There it goes. Economic Electric Motors. Shout out to Sam and Phil. We appreciate you guys so much for sponsoring the show. This episode is sponsored by Economic Electric Motors. Visit them at eemotors.com for all of your HVAC needs, for you contractors out there. If you're looking for HVAC, air conditioning stuff, whatever it may be, visit them. They have 7 locations, absolutely amazing company. In all actuality, visit eemotors.com. That's dope, right?
Yeah.
It looks good, right?
Yeah.
We played with it a little bit because it didn't necessarily fit the way it was sent. So we had to just touch it up just a little bit just to be able to get everything to be seen.
I got you.
Oh, Jeremy, brand new episode of I Apologize in Advance, Joe and Big Rob show. Guys, make sure you go Click, like, subscribe on all his podcast platforms, on Rumble and on YouTube. Last episode they had, I watched a large portion of it in between the meetings I had yesterday. It was with On the Run Vegan and the Bare Knuckle Fighter. I apologize, I totally forgot his name. The funniest part about that was when the Bare Knuckles Fighter's mom called in the middle of the episode. And he's holding it to the mic, and he's like, "Mommy, tell him who's the best bare knuckle fighter in the world."
That's
She
hilarious.
speaks no English, and she's like, "Tu, bebe."
I haven't watched the episode yet.
No, it's hilarious. It's funny as hell. No, and then they got into a little bit of stuff that they were talking about between the Jake Paul and the Mike Tyson fight or whatever.
By the way, Mike Tyson has no shot in that fight.
You think so?
Not a shot.
I'm rooting for him regardless.
I mean, I think I am too, but he's got no shot.
I'm rooting for him regardless. I don't care. I really don't give a damn. I'm rooting for him regardless.
Jake Paul is definitely juicing. 235 pounds.
I mean,
He looks fat.
So here's my question, and maybe you can help me out with this, right? Are you juicing if you really need it?
What?
So like if your testosterone levels are below normal and you go to the doctor suggests that this is what you should be doing. Now mind you, this is a lifelong commitment because this is something that I've been talking about. My levels are just above normal, so I'm not able to receive that. But is it juicing if you really need it?
Yeah. Yes.
But you need it.
Regardless, it's still juicing. You're still increasing your testosterone level by injecting testosterone.
Yes, but you need it because your levels are too low.
I understand, but it's still juicing.
I don't know.
You're just not using it for performance enhancement like the athletes are.
Right.
But you're still.
So you think they're just injecting too much?
Of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a different
Bro,
conversation.
Jake Paul's a 175-pound body and he's 235. Look at the size of him.
Someone that age and that build does not have low testosterone. I mean, that's
Shout out to his brother. His brother
too.
did the illest.
He's juicing
moonsault.
too.
Like that flip that he did off the rope was absolutely amazing.
He is 100% juicing. Look at the way he is cut up.
Yeah.
That is insane.
So here's the question, right? Because in Hollywood, actors do that to get specific roles, right? They want to look shredded on camera.
Yeah.
If you're doing it because it's part of your quote-unquote entertainment business or whatever it may be, is it really that bad?
I don't think it's. No, I mean, unless you're like playing in one of the leagues that bans it, like the NFL, like I don't think if you're doing it in professional wrestling, it is what it is.
Right.
I mean, unless the rules specifically state you can't juice, I don't think there's anything
Because let's
wrong
not get
with
it
it.
twisted. While I'm a huge fan of almost every Rocky movie ever made, Rocky 1, 2, and 3 have absolutely nothing on Rocky 4. And it's because those guys were steroided out. Like, you've seen every muscle on Sylvester Stallone in that movie.
Yeah.
And Drago looked like an animal.
Uh-huh.
Like, how good did Drago look like?
I've never seen any of the Rockies.
Are you out of
Not
your
a single one of
mind?
them. No, not one of them. I'm really behind on movies. Like, you could name me like your top 25 and 24.
Is this blasphemy?
No, for
This
real.
has to be blasphemy, right, Jordan? Did he just say he did not see not one?
It's like not
No,
seeing
no.
Forrest Gump.
I've never seen Forrest Gump either.
God.
Jesus Christ.
I'm way behind on movies.
What have you seen?
I mean,
Name something.
no, because the name I'm gonna give you, you're gonna cry.
What is it?
No.
Name
keep,
it.
Keep moving.
No, I'm asking. No, I want to hear it.
It's
Please
been a
help me.
while, bro.
What?
I don't
Name-
watch movies.
Okay, what is your favorite?
My favorite movie of all time is Space Jam, the original. I told you, bro.
Space Jam,
fucking Looney Tune character over here. This fucking guy. Monstars. Are you serious? This is what you're talking about?
At least I didn't give you the second one.
No
At least I
Godfather,
didn't
no
say
Scarface, no
Bro,
Goodfellas.
I've never seen them.
No...
I've never seen them.
Were you
You never seen
deprived?
Scarface?
Bro,
Scarface
I've
is
seen
a
pieces. I've
must-watch.
never seen like full movies.
Have you seen Schindler's List?
No.
Oh my God. Jeez.
You and 12 need to form a support group. Haven't seen movies.
What the hell?
I'm telling you, bro.
I didn't think that. Seriously?
Dude, there's a fat list of movies. Me and my buddy just went through the top 50 movies of all time in my office the other day, and there were 46 that I hadn't seen out of 50.
What was number one?
I don't remember the list, but they were popular. They were fucking popular. Coach Carter was one of them that I'd seen. There were,
Major League?
No,
Little Big League?
no,
Rookie of the Year?
no. Rudy was one of them that I've seen.
Angels in the Outfield?
That I've seen.
Sandlot?
Yes.
I was about to say you're killing me, Smalls, but you know
like,
what that means.
But like, not really any of the Batmans. Like one of them, just the Dark Knight.
Wait, hold on. This is a good thing, and we talked about this. Jordan 2.0 and I talked about it. They don't make baseball movies anymore like they used to. Like those baseball movies were so good.
What was the last baseball movie?
I think it was the one where they had the Indian kids that they took from India in a contest, and they made them like Pittsburgh Pirate pitchers or something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about how like the movies were good movies. They were great childhood movies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like The Sandlot, Rookie of the Year, Angels in the Outfield, Little Big League. Like all of those movies were really good baseball movies. But in my opinion, the reason why they were great baseball movies was because they showcased small market teams to a large audience. You know what I'm saying? Because if you really think about it, if you do a movie about the Yankees or you do a movie about the Red Sox, not too many people are going to tune in because so many people dislike them as a team.
For sure.
The Cubs are lovable because they've always been losers. You know what I'm saying? The Indians, which are now the Guardians, you know, the Major League is that movie was based on them. The Angels haven't won in God knows how long.
Shout out the Guardians. Those boys can hit.
Oh yeah, they're
Goddamn.
good. They're good. They're good. I still don't like calling them that. I don't mind calling them the Indians. Like it doesn't bother me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't see why people are so sensitive to the notion. Like it's same thing with the Redskins. Like I don't mind the Washington Commanders being known as the Washington Redskins. Like it's not offensive in my opinion.
I think my issue with the whole movie thing, back to the movies real quick, is that we've gone into like a streaming world. Everything's on.
Yeah, but then you just make the movies for streaming purposes.
I mean, I just watch a lot of YouTube.
I do too.
I think the issue is I spend a lot of time in politics, so I don't have time for movies. I've actually begun to ask people at the gas pump who they're voting for.
Why do you do that?
Yeah, because I just want to see people's reaction. People get super surprised that like I'm even going to ask that kind of question. And then I'm sitting there with like a dead serious face, like expecting an answer.
You're ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
No, but the reason why I said that is because in college, it's different. There's no sensitivity towards what the name of a team is. I think there's only 2 teams that had to change their name. I think it was the St. John's Redmen who changed themselves to Red Storm, and it was the Syracuse Orange Men.
Why is that with the pro teams?
I think it's because they get more backlash from like protesters or like, you know, different organizations or whatever it may be, and to where the kids are like college teams to where they weren't quote unquote paid athletes at the time, so nobody made a big deal about it. Because like if you really think about it, you got the Duke Blue Devils,
Sun Devils next.
you got the Sun Devils, like, you know what I'm saying? You got certain things where it's like, well, if you're gonna do that, then that don't make no sense. But then like that makes sense because that's the way it should be. So it's like,
Real quick, did you see Antonio Brown's tweet to Dwayne Wade?
yes.
Guy's lost his mind. But shout out Dwayne Wade and shout out LeBron. Those
You
two.
love doing
Those two, man.
If I could create a section of this show
this guy-
where it's just him trolling, sitting here with a camera in front of him, it would take off.
Let me ask you a question. What are your pronouns?
I don't have pronouns.
Well,
sir.
LeBron's got pronouns.
That's okay.
He's he, him,
That's fine.
in case you didn't know.
It's fine.
All right.
I guess, you know what? If I had to take a guess, to my wife, I'm Babe. To my son, Pops. You know what I'm saying? Or Papi or whatever it may be. To my daughter, I'm Dad. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I guess those, if you wanted to list them.
Those are your pronouns?
Yeah. To my homeboys, I'm Born. To my mom, I'm Booby. To my, you know what I'm saying? I guess, like, those were probably the names, you know what I mean?
For sure.
It's just a different version of, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, of what you want to be called or what you want to be recognized. Like Jordan. Jordan is Jordan, right? But once he came around Jordan Crate, we all knew Jordan Crate first, so we started calling him Jordan 2.0.
So technically his pronouns 2.0.
2.0, exactly. So that's basically.
I find offense to that, actually. Truth be told. Truth be freaking told. Very offensive.
I mean, it's not like it's a bad thing. It just means that we met you after we met Jordan Crate. That's what. We don't even call him Jordan. We call him Crate.
Yeah.
So 2.0 is just so, like, it's just like stuck.
I call him Jordan from time to time. Look, he's chiming in. Here
Do
he
you
comes.
Do you know how many people enjoy me calling you the Jewish dreidel?
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's ridiculous. Like, it's nuts. Like, anytime I don't say it on the episode, they're like, why didn't you call him that? I was like, I tried something new one episode. Give me a break. Like, I'm serious. You know who does it the most? Mennick.
Oh, that's
Ben?
hilarious.
Ben will come in and Ben would be like, hey, the Jewish J-Dog.
Oh, dude. I'm gonna see. You know what's mad funny is me and Ben used to work out at LA in Coral Ridge, but since I've gone to Crunch, I don't see Ben anymore. I guarantee the new gym opens up this Saturday. I guarantee I start to see Ben. First time I see Ben, he's gonna say the
You're
Jewish
looking
straight
forward
up.
to your brand new $5 million facility?
I'm very much looking for.
See how I just bigged it up, right?
For the $10 that I'm paying a month.
We'll see you there.
Oh, Jeremy's going to be there too.
The
So,
whole crew signed up.
so here's the thing. We need to get a check from Crunch because they need to cut a free promo on
We could,
here.
bro.
Like,
I'll start
seriously.
wearing their shirts.
Like, tell them. Be like, yo, listen, we're going to boycott you guys if you guys don't give us free, free
real.
stuff. No, but in all seriousness, like, I personally feel like when people they get offended about certain things or whatever it may be, they lack a sense of, comedy or whatever it may be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jerry Seinfeld did this funny skit. I don't know if you guys seen it.
He's a funny guy.
Talking about the Olympics. And he's basically saying that you work extremely hard for 4 years to literally for it to come down to this right here. First place, second place, third place, last place. Like, it's like he's like sitting there saying, like, that's how close the margins of how good you have to be is.
For sure.
It's literally photo finish, your nose is here, the next one is here, the next one is here, and the last place guy is like right there. You're like, what? Do you know how fast these people are?
It's a true travesty. All these women that had to train very hard for that boxing event, and now the finals got 2 transgender men in it.
I had a discussion about this off camera, right? And I agree. But if the person is born that way, they literally go up against the whole world. So, like, if that person's mother or father sits there and says that my daughter has been a daughter her whole life, even though she has XY chromosomes,
Is that the case with these two?
I don't know how to prove whether it is or whether it isn't. That's why I don't necessarily jump the gun.
The one looks like Colin Kaepernick.
I don't disagree, definitely, 100%. I don't disagree with you. I agree with you totally. But the point, I was having this discussion with Big Rob before they went to Mexico, and I had said it. I said, imagine being that person's parents. If you raise them from birth, and now you have to deal with the scenario to where you're going against the whole world because your daughter has XY chromosomes, but you've raised her since birth and you know that she's a daughter. Like, there's no win.
I think you should have to be required to tell the world that.
I think she has blatantly plenty of times, but no one believes her.
If that's the case, then I'm speaking without knowledge, and then, hey, it is what it is.
The reason why I brought it up is because I brought it up to Big Rob, and I had mentioned, I was like, listen, what if it was Enasia, or what if it was Bianca? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if it was our kids that had this condition?
What is the condition we speak
Supposedly, the condition is something where the individual has a higher level of testosterone and is XY chromosome from birth. That's what they say. I'm not confirming it. I'm not denying it. I'm just saying what is being reported. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If they're coming out with pictures or they're coming out with proof that this child or this person has been a girl since that long ago, like, what do you do?
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess if that's the situation, it is what it is.
Is it messed up? Sure, it is messed up.
I mean,
but if we're seeing rare cases of this being brought up, it's like you know, it's like an exemption almost in a sense, right? Like you gotta kind of like sit there and say to yourself, well, that's different. You know what I mean?
How did we find 2 rare cases to put into the Olympic final of a boxing event?
Because they were banned.
Well, no, they weren't banned. It was just their test levels came back higher than normal, so
They were banned in their country.
No, because
the
in their
box.
countries they actually won.
Speaking of
But
the
they
mic,
got banned after the fact.
He is speaking into the mic. He's
I
fine.
can't hear. Yes.
So in their countries they actually won. So in their countries technically they're the best. It's when you get to the higher levels to where you get tested again, and those are the ones where they test out to see chromosomes and all that other stuff or whatever. So that's when it gets flagged, and that's when it kind of like gets to the point where, and I'm touchy with this, and I'll explain why. When I had went through what I had went through, people were extremely judgmental, extremely. Like oh, you're a criminal, you're this, you're that, whatever it may be. For people that know me and know me for 20 years, Jeremy, Jordan, Joe, they can all vouch. There's no way I'm even close to what you think I am. Like, it's not even.
Even if you were, I wouldn't judge you based on what
But people do, though.
Sure. Okay.
People do, and that's what I'm trying to say. So I'm not the one that jumps to it so quickly. I can have an opinion on this and say, yeah, you're right. Totally messed up. Shouldn't be fighting at all, whatever. Take yourself out of the equation. But then on the other side, I'm also like, well, that person fought and trained for how long to get to this point? Why are you depriving them because you're not 100% sure whether or not this is the case?
Yeah, I guess. I guess.
If you're in that situation, or that person or that individual is your child, you're sitting there saying
that could never happen.
You're sitting there saying, well, because you're such a loud voice
Just
or whatever.
a fucking nut.
You're such a loud voice.
That
But
could never happen.
but in all the high heaven, some people, they don't want that media attention. They don't want to be vocal. They don't want to be in Front Street. They don't want to tell people, look, my daughter's a daughter. My daughter's a daughter. My daughter. You're saying it a million times. Like, yo, I know my daughter's a daughter. Like, that's just the way he feels. Now, I mean, I can't prove it. You can't prove it. It's kind of messed up. Men shouldn't fight women. I totally agree with that. But if there's no real way to prove that the individual is a man.
You've given me a different perspective because I don't really support it either way. Mm-hmm. But from the angle of turning transgender, I guess there's a decent like support for it. Possibly. Wait, hold on, possibly.
But that was called side gender. That's what they said.
Whatever
it is.
the fuck they want to
No,
call
but
it.
I'm saying
I don't care.
it's because it's a rare case.
Okay. Whatever they want to call it, so be it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess there is like a line of support, kind of.
Logan had to apologize for it.
Logan who?
Paul.
Oh yeah, I saw. Well, he's a different case, but I forgot where I was going with this.
Logan had to apologize for it because, in the beginning you kind of jumped the gun, like I said, and you're sitting there, this ain't right, this ain't right, this ain't right. But then when you start to realize, holy shit.
Oh wait, I remember.
Go ahead.
There's a line that like you could support it, but then like when you put these people in like an Olympic event, that's like where the line gets drawn. Like if you want to like be trans or do you, like it is what it is over here.
Yeah, but I don't think that's the case in this situation.
I got you.
I think these are just like rare anomalies. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like almost to the point where the Olympics is like, what do we do in this situation?
We found literally the two rarest humans in the world, basically.
Which is possible.
Logan had to.
They're hybrids.
Logan had to apologize because he works for WWE. Guy can't talk like that. I mean, as much as I agree with freedom of speech,
Which I know he's gotten on me. This kid's gotten on me one time before.
Bro, you work for the WWE. Like, there's certain things that like you can't say under their brand.
No,
like,
of course.
That's just simple.
I remember in the beginning stages of being here, we were trying to find out, because mind you, we're at the Performing Arts Center here in Coral Springs, for those that don't know. Some of our episodes were getting flagged, and we did not know why our episodes were getting flagged. So in the process of trying to find out why our episode was getting flagged, I edited one of the episodes to take out certain people's names in the episodes. The minute I took out those names, the episode was no longer flagged. So Jake in our group chat starts bugging out because Jake is like, yo, if we're getting edited or we have to edit the show and we can't have freedom of speech, I don't want to be on the show.
That was before the sponsors. Now
Bro, now he gets it. No, of course. But what I was explaining to Jake is I don't want to edit not one show at all. Like, I want you guys to come on here and say what you feel. But you have to be mindful that we're also trying to reach an audience. And if it affects reaching the audience, then we have to learn from it. It's that simple. Like, we don't say the names anymore. We say 45 and we say Sleepy. We don't say their names.
There's going to be a time where this guy gets in and like people openly wear like gear like out in public, and like I'm gonna look at everybody and say I told you so.
That's okay.
And I'm gonna be having my gear on, my hat,
You do.
my hat, my scarf, bro, my shoes, my socks.
You do, dude. You do. Well, guys, that's gonna end today's episode. Make sure you click like, subscribe on all podcast platforms and on Rumble and on YouTube. Once again, the show is sponsored by KD Power Greens, our Urban Farm microgreens company that I own with my kids. Episode is powered by Ignite Social. Get all of your EC Respect merch at EnasiaColón.com. ENASIACOLON.com. Enasia, good luck tonight. Score a hat trick for your father. Please make him happy. And we'll check you guys out next episode.